See, your mind will complicate this again and again and again into this drudge. And it's not necessary nor required. The only thing required is for you to keep finding you. Why would you have to keep finding you? Simply because you keep forgetting you. Now, in case anybody is thinking that I'm getting angry here in my passion, I'd just like to make it clear, there is no anger going on. It's very passionate. I would love you not to suffer who you think you are, because it's absurd. It's idiotic. It's insane. But I do understand why you suffer who you think you are. There is good reason. There is a mathematical explanation, step by step, as to why you find yourself in this pothole of your own creation. Who you are created this because who you are tried to be what it is that who you are is flowing through. I'm talking about you. You created this. You are lost in this. Your adamancy of believing your mind, everything that it tells you, believing that, which is simply an arising like this mind-body, that this is flowing through. You take the arising to be the fact. That's your mistake. It's not the fact. Who you are is before this arising. Every time you find that which is flowing right through here and you stop as this, you are free of all this stuff that's going on. You're free of all of it. You're not bound by any of it. But only when you are deeply at rest, when you are stopped right here with many moments together. One moment of seeing and then carrying on from here isn't going to do it for you. So we have something that's going on through this person that you take yourself to be, that is beyond the person that you take yourself to be. Whenever you are not realizing this, that is beyond. We're not looking for beyondness. We're not looking for any kind of energetic hoopla, you know, the spatial, universal, I'm larger than this country. I'm larger than this hemisphere. Oh, I'm still expanding. I'm still expanding. I'm so huge and spatial. You're all fucked. You're all taking stuff that has got nothing to do with who you are. You're taking what it's flowing through. That doesn't mean to say those spatial kinds of experiences aren't real. Of course they're real when they are happening, not when you're trying to ham them up over the top of the fact that they're not happening because you're feeling lacking and you want some sort of hyper-diaper internal experiential super duper light filled crapola that your imagination comes up with. There's a big difference between what you create out of here for your entertainment of pretense and what is simply arising in a given moment of meditation that might be occurring for the general class of meditators on this planet. Once in 6 months or once in 6 years, someone sits down and they find themselves expanded to infinity. But they haven't realized who they are, and there's no conscious activity going on within it. They didn't activate it, it happened to that body. It was an experience for that body, for that person. They didn't do it. And they want it again, of course. They don't even want to get out of that meditation, but of course its spatialness disappears. Of course it's going to disappear. It's an arising. All arisings come and go. Now let's get down to the meat of the bone, shall we? Let's get down to some real gutsy, bloody stuff for the kinds of viewers that I'd be gobsmacked by, but might perhaps actually be seriously involved with realization and not this garbage of make-believe that you otherwise ham out. you can be realized on a momentary basis, day by day, week by week. You can. But it's a lot of work involved. It's not a lot of work involved from who you are, because who you are already is. It doesn't require any help from anybody or anyone. The one is already complete. It's already finished. And you feel this when you stop as who you are and you come to being deeply at rest, energetically. When you energetically stop as this one, this is what occurs. You find yourself simply free of trying to be this fucking thing that you're not, that you're flying through. You're not imprisoned by this. You're not bound by this vehicle, this person. The person is not you. So you are already free of it. That's number one. Number two, and this doesn't even begin to be taught. You are flowing through a person. Now, this mind body is transformed by realization. For years, for lives, for centuries, you have been involved with trying to be better, trying to be more holy, trying to be good, be kind, all this stuff, the Gurdjieff type material, stopping, all at the physical level, and none of it worked, or very rarely on occasion a single person did go through some kind of transformation. But realization wasn't begotten. It wasn't a success story. There's never been a success story on this planet. And it's not looking very good now for a success story, even with a small group of us here who are actively getting on with finding and stopping as who you are. It's obvious through all this that it doesn't happen overnight, although who you are is already right here. It's also obvious that so much time is spent in being distracted. It's also obvious that as you find and stop, you are drawn to find and stop some more. But you can't find and stop when you're simply forgotten. And the mind body that you're flowing through with all of its functions, bread and butter, nappies, jobs, painting houses, these activities tend to have you simply forgetting on a momentary basis who you are. You just forget. But what you have found in your own case is that you're starting to remember a lot more. And not only are you remembering, you are finding that it's flowing through you or coming to you, like the meditative or the spatial experience, deep clarity of who you are, real pinpointedness of just, you're in the midst of doing the dishes and then suddenly you are completely clear as to who you are. And you started humming. Not through having not washed, but humming through realization, through suddenly being free of this person that just a few moments ago you were lost in trying to be, without even realizing that you're trying to be, because that's always the case. You're not consciously trying to be. It's unconsciously that you're trying to be. It's an unconscious activity.